एडवेंटिस्ट ब्लॉग लाइव में सबको स्वागत है। परमेश्वर सबको आशीष दे। फिर से मैं दिन के शुरुआत करने के लिए फिर से मैं बाइबल लेके आ गया आप सभी के बीच में। अगर चैनल में आप लोग नए हैं तो प्लीज़ लाइक कीजिए और सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन को दबाने मत भूलिएगा, ठीक है। इससे मेरा सपोर्ट मिलता है। आप लाइक सब्सक्राइब करके हम मेरा सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं। और सभी को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ। पर सबसे पहले परमेश्वर को धन्यवाद देता हूँ क्योंकि हमें परमेश्वर ने घोटाला सुरक्षित रखा और सुंदर दिन देखने का मौका दिया। इस सुंदर दिन में मैं परमेश्वर को धन्यवाद देता हूँ क्या है कि हमें रात भर सुरक्षित रखा और हमें एक गोटा दिन भर है जो हमारे संग साथ हो। इससे मैं प्रार्थना करूँगा और मैं बाइबल पढ़ूँगा, ठीक है, आप सभी को बीच में, ठीक है। शुरुआत करने से पहले मैं छोटा सा प्रार्थना करूँगा, आप सब बने रहिएगा, ठीक है। हे महाशय के पिता जीवित परमेश्वर के बारे में अपने बेटा रात भर सुरक्षित रखा मत करना चाहिए। श्वास रखा पिता हमारे संग साथ हुआ अपने स्वर्ग भेज कर अच्छा रखवा हमारे पिता हमारे बेटा दिन भर सुरक्षित रखा हमारे संक्रमण से बचा रखा पिता हमारे संग साथ हो परिवार के संग साथ हो परमेश्वर जो कुछ पढ़ेंगे बाइबल से अपने मुंह से जीवन में इस्तेमाल कर सभी के संग साथ मदद कर पिता परमेश्वर दिन का शुरुआत में आपके साथ होना सबके संग साथ होना जितने कोई भी लैब जोड़ेंगे पिता आपके संग साथ होना मदद करें परिवार के संग साथ होना मदद करें परमेश्वर पिता आगे हम अपने से सब कुछ जानते हैं पिता हमारा बहुत बड़ा पापी गुनाहगार अपराधी है पिता हमारे पाप में अपराध को क्षमा करना चाहिए प्रभु यीशु मसीह नाम से दया के संग सुनो ग्रहण But before I study, I have prayed, so let's open our Bible, Holy Bible. It is a English version, so I will read in English, okay? But today I'm going to study the John chapter, yeah. John chapter 11, I think. No. 10 is already finished, so John chapter 9 also is. Yeah, chapter 11, 10 already finished. I have already finished the chapter 10, so I'm going to start from chapter 11, okay? So before I start chapter 11, first I have to start last portion of the chapter 10, that is 42, okay? And many believe in him here. There, okay? The death of Lazarus. Now you will see the death of Lazarus, okay? आप लोग बने रहिएगा। The death of Lazarus. Now a certain man was sick, Lazarus of Bethany, the town of Mary and her sister Martha. It was that Mary who anointed the Lord with fragrant oil and wiped his feet, and her hair those brother Lazarus was sick. Okay. It was that Mary who anointed the Lord with fragrant oil and wiped his feet with her hair whose brother Lazarus was sick. Therefore the sisters sent him, saying, Lord, behold, thou whom you love is sick. When Jesus heard that, he said, This sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, okay, that the Son of God may be glorified through it. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that he was sick, he stayed 2 more days in the place where he was. Then after this he said to the disciple, Let us go to Judea again. The disciple said to him, Rabbi, literally that Jews sought to stone you, and were you going there again? No. Amen. Then disciples said to him, Jesus answered, And there are not 12 hours in the day. if anyone walk in the day, he does not stumble because he see the light of uh, this world. But if one walk in the light, he stumble because the light is not in him. These things he said, and after that he said to them, our friend Lazarus sleep, but I go that I may wake him up. Waking up. Then disciples said, Lord, if he sleep, he will get well. However, Jesus spoke of his death, but they thought that he was speaking about taking rest in peace. Rest in sleep. That the Jesus said to them plainly, Lazarus is dead, and I am glad for your sake that I was not there, that you may believe. Nevertheless, let us go to him. Then Thomas, whom he called the twin, said to his fellow disciple, let us also go that we may die with him. I am the resurrection and the life. So when Jesus came, he found that he had already been in the top 4 days. Okay. Then now Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 2 miles away, and many of the Jews had joined the women around Martha and Mary to confirm them concerning their brother. Now Martha, as soon as the hear that Jesus was coming, went and met him, but Mary was sitting in the house. Now Martha said to Jesus, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you ask of God, God will give you. That's true. Amen. Jesus said to her, your brother will rise again. The Martha said to him, I know that he will rise again in resurrection at the last day. Okay. The Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, through he may die, he shall live. And whoever live and believe in me shall never die. Do you believe this? She said to him, yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who is to come into the world. Jesus, Jesus and death, the last enemy. And when she had said these things, she went her way and secretly called Mary, her sister, saying, the teacher has come and is calling for you. As soon as she heard that, she arose quickly and came to him. Now Jesus had not yet come into the town, but was in the place where Martha met him. Then Then the Jews who were with her in the house and comforting her, when they saw that Mary rose up quickly and went out, followed her, saying, she is going to talk to weep there. Then when Mary came where Jesus was and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying to him, Lord, if you had been there, my brother would not have died. Therefore, when Jesus saw her weeping, weeping, and the Jews who came with her weeping, he groaned, groaned, groaned in the spirit and was troubled. And he said, where have you laid him? They said to him, Lord, come and see. Jesus wept. This was the smallest chapter verses from John. Jesus wept is the smallest verses. Okay, Jesus wept just 2 words. Then the Jews said, "See how thou love him." And some of them said, "Could not this man who opened the eyes of the blind also have kept this man from dying?" Lazarus rise from the dead. Then Jesus, again groaning in himself, coming to the tomb. It was a cave, and a stone lay against it. Jesus says, "Take away the stone." Martha, the sister of him who was dead, said to him, Lord, Lord, by this time there is a snatch, for he has been dead for day. Jesus said to her, Did I not say to you that if you would believe, you would see the glory of God? Amen. Jesus said to her, "Hmm." Then the then they took away the stone from the place where the dead man was lying. And Jesus lifted up his eyes and said, I think you Father, I thank you that you have heard me. And I know that you always hear me, but because of the people who are standing by, I said this, that they may believe that you sent me. Now, when he had said these things, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. And he who had died came and bound hand and put with grave clothes, and his face was wrapped with a cloth. Jesus said to them, Loose him and let him go. The plot to kill Jesus. The plot are planning for killing Jesus. Okay. Then many of the Jews who had come to Mary and had seen the things Jesus did because he believed in him. But some of them went away to the Pharisees and told that the things Jesus did. Then the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered a council and said, What shall we do, for this man worked many signs? If we let him alone like this, everyone will believe in him, and the Roman will come and take away both our place and nations. And some of them, Caiaphas, being high priest that years, said to them, You know nothing at all, nor do you consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people said, and not that the whole nation should perish. Now this he did not say on his own authority, but being high priest that years of the prophets prophesied that Jesus would die for the nations, and not for the nations only, but also that he would gather together in one the children of God who were scattered abroad. Then from that day on they plotted to put him to death. Therefore Jesus no longer walked openly among the Jews, but went from there into the country near the wilderness to a city called Ephraim, and there remained with his disciples. And the Passover of the Jews was near, and many went from the country up to Jerusalem before the Passover to purify themselves. Then they sought Jesus and spoke among themselves as they stood in the temple. What do you think, that he will not come to the feast? Now both the chief priest and the Pharisees had given a command that if anyone knew He was he should report it that they might size him. Okay. This was the this was verses from chapter 11 from 1 to 57. I have completed all the verses from 1 to 57. So I thank you all of you that you have joining me, and I thank God for helping me to complete this one, and bless come upon you, bless everyone. Father will bless you, Jesus will bless everyone. So thank you for joining me. Okay. So once again, before ending this, once again, just I want to pray, small prayer. Yeah, my God will bless you, all of us, all of you. Thank you. हे महास्वर्गीय पिता जीवित परमेश्वर अपने भारतीय देख अपने को रात स्वचित रखा मत के बच्चे का स्वास्थ्य रखा पिता परमेश्वर आशीष दिया मदद किया बच्चों का स्वास्थ्य रखा सुंदर दिन देखने में मौका देगा अपने भारतीय पिता परमेश्वर अपने स्वर्गदूत भेज कर रक्षा रखो पाले के घर के चारों ओर हुआ और हमारे संग साथ हुआ, हमारे परिवार के संग साथ हुआ, आड़ोस पड़ोस के जितने लोग हैं सभी संग साथ हुआ, जहाँ पे रिश्तेदार सभी संग साथ हुआ और चर्च के प्रत्येक वर्ग संग साथ हुआ। प्रभु देते पिता परमेश्वर दिन की शुरुआत में आपकी सहायता मदद करना, आशीष देना, बड़ा संग श्वास रखना पिता दिन की शुरुआत में सभी के संग साथ में मदद करना, सहायता मदद कर सकती दे, ताकत बुद्धि ज्ञान दे ताकि काम करने का आवश्यकता। चर्च के प्रत्येक वर्ग संग साथ और पड़ोस के जितने लोग हैं सभी संग साथ मदद का पिता और परिवार के संग साथ मदद करना पिता परमेश्वर जो कुछ पढ़े बाइबल से अपने जीवन में इस्तेमाल कर सकते पिता का प्रार्थना करते हैं। माता जी के संग साथ हम दोनों मानव के संग साथ होना, दिमाग के संग साथ होने में अनुमान के संग साथ जो बाहर गए काम कर पिता सुरक्षित घर लौट सके आपको कुछ न कर सकते उसके शरीर में जो कुछ भी दुख बीमारी से दूर करना पिता परमेश्वर अपने सृष्टि के हाथ बनाया पिता अपने हाथों से रचा है पिता और आप जानते हैं कि दुख बीमार है पिता परमेश्वर अपने हाथों से छू और चंगा कर पिता सभी संसार तो चर्च के पत्ते में संसार तो आपके नाम से दवा खा पिता दावत आशीष देता है खाकर बचेंगे स्वास्थ्य होकर आपको धन्यवाद सके पिता आप जानते हैं मैं बहुत बड़ा पापी गुनाहगार अपराध हूँ पिता परमेश्वर हमारे पाप और अपराध को क्षमा कर चलना तो आते हैं क्षमा चाहते हैं पिता परमेश्वर हमारे पाप और अपराध को क्षमा कर के हमारे समय सब कुछ जानता है हमारे क्षमा पर आपके सकना अपने आप को परिवार आप सकते हैं जितने प्रभु यीशु मसीह नाम से मांगता हूँ धन्यवाद सुन thank you for joining me. So this was the day. So let's depart from here. So thank you, all of you. Have a nice day. God will bless you. Bye.